But we move on now to the oldest bean manufacturer in the country. Camellia Beans lost 35% of its business when restaurants across the country shut down. But then people started stocking up on beans. Vince Hayward is the fourth generation CEO, and he joins us from the wonderful town of New Orleans. Mr. Hayward, welcome. Good to have you with us. Your business initially went down, but it has sprung back. You actually expect to sell more beans pound-wise than you did last year, right?
We do. It was a scary time when initially a significant chunk of our business just evaporated overnight as all the restaurants, of course, closed with the pandemic. And we were forced as an organization really to take a crisis and turn it into a catalyst of what we're going to do next, how we're going to pivot, how we're going to sort of live to fight another day, given what was before us. And we were able to do so by just reacting to the market demands of what consumers were asking for, and that was more staple goods in the home. And so we started looking for retailers and more accounts that would carry our products, and so far it's really paid off well for us.
Michelle, pick up the beans.
Congratulations on turning what could have been a crisis for your business into this complete catalyst. Give me a sense of some of the challenges that you had, ramping up production during this period. Did this involve new land and new farmers? Like, that seems like a whole new supply chain. Give me a sense of that.
No, you're spot on. The supply chain is a huge issue. Essentially, we sell an agricultural product. Last harvest was not as robust as past years, so we're already dealing with a shortened supply. Now greater demands rolling in. As a company, we work with about 100 small family farms across the United States, and many of those were not operating or didn't have product for us, so we had to help other growers quickly come up to speed on the standards and specifications that we needed. Of course, our ultimate concern was the health and safety and welfare of our teammates, our consumers, our customers. And if you remember, that was a time in which none of us knew how any of this was going to unfold. So safety was the primary concern for us, especially being a food product, as you might know. So given those two things, along with not really knowing how long was this going to last, what's ahead of us, how long do we have to hang on for, what's coming at us. So it was quite a scary time there for a while.
Well, good for you. And so now that we are 12 weeks in, do you think consumers, I think beans is the ultimate survival food. So many people probably brought your product and still have it maybe in their basement. Do you think we still see the same demand from consumers? And maybe do you see the restaurant business picking back up now that we're starting to slowly see restaurants open up across the country?
Well, look, that's two great questions. First, what's the horizon look like for the restaurant business? Who knows? I mean, there's a slow opening going on right now. My hope is that consumers embrace the new normal when it comes to utilizing their local family-operated restaurants. But we don't know that. That remains to be seen at this point. Will consumer demand remain high for beans? I think so. Healthier people with healthier diets, what could be better for fighting a virus? So that's a win. It's people who aren't used to cooking beans in the home have now been introduced to it. So absolutely, I think that we're going to see an increased demand for the foreseeable future, without a doubt.
I sense that you've expanded also geographically. I mean, we all know red beans and rice down in Louisiana and through the South, but this opportunity has presented itself for you to reach elsewhere, right?
Well, look, yes, absolutely. I mean, the first thing we did was get on the phone and start looking for other customers and retailers who could sell our product, and no matter where they might be. We've gone towards the west. We've increased market share in the Denver, Arizona, also all the way to the West Coast, San Francisco, Los Angeles.
Right.
We've shipped beans there, East Coast, up through the Carolinas. So absolutely, anyone who will buy our beans, we're shipping them out.
I like the sound of that. If I had some, you're making me so hungry, Vince. Thank you so much, Vince Hayward, Camellia Beans. We appreciate it. And thanks to all of our guests, especially Michele Romanow of ClearBanc. And for more resources, you know where to go. You can go to cnbc.com/small business, folks. You'll find out a lot more there.